We finally know what will be coming to Odyssey in February thanks to the monthly blog post and video that just went live. So let's run down everything you need to know in this video and talk about some things you may have missed. If you enjoyed that, then a like would be super appreciated, and let's go. Let's start with the big thing, of course, New Game Plus. Ubisoft detailed that the feature will be coming with the next update, so then we will finally be able to replay the game, but keep all our gear, upgrades and abilities that we previously gathered. And I love how they show footage of an ability window that also has the new warrior ability that is of course not out yet, but will likely be part of the third episode of the Legacy of the First Blade. Very sneaky indeed. We see a full list of everything that will carry over once you select the modes. Also noting that resources and ship upgrades will carry over, and this important, lieutenants acquired from the store and Ubisoft Club section of the game. So Bayek, Aya and Evie will carry over, but I think this means that the lieutenants that you earned by playing, so recruited like leaders and mercenaries, will not be carried over. And of course also the lieutenants that you get from the main story will not be there in the New Game Plus mode. But you will likely be able to get them again, you would think, right? Hopefully with some level 7 or maybe even level 10 perks. We will get to that a little later. A big thing is that you'll be able to switch between Alexios or Cassandra. So if you want to play the same story but as a different character that you haven't played as before, then you will be able to switch. You can of course also change the story by making different choices and now maybe get the best ending if you did not get that before, or choose another place to eliminate this cultist instead of out in the open. I will totally be doing that. You'll likely know what I mean. Anyway, you need to finish the main story of Odyssey to be able to do the New Game Plus mode, and a good thing to note is that it will make a copy of your regular save, so you can always go back to your non-New Game Plus save if you want. I find it interesting that there's no mention of a reward for completing the New Game Plus mode or any new items that you get in the New Game Plus mode. So that leaves us with some questions still. Like, legendary duplicates are of course not really a thing in Odyssey, so what will happen when you defeat a cultist and get a new legendary item that you already have? Because it seems like they will be identical, there will be not some sort of New Game Plus version of this gear piece. So will you then suddenly have two items, or the item that you already got will be moved to a higher level? I think it's likely the latter, right? That you do not get two of the same items, just a better version of the item you already got, so maybe you don't have to upgrade it anymore. And yes, I always feel that it's weird to kind of hope for a New Game Plus reward, because replaying the game again with different choices and with your gear is already some sort of reward. It's already pretty cool, but I do feel that some sort of special unique item at the end is totally that extra drive to go through the main story again. Maybe they haven't discussed it yet, but at this point it seems like where Origins did give away a cool new outfit for finishing the New Game Plus mode, Odyssey will not have anything like that. At least that's what we kind of think right now. It's weird to be disappointed by this, but I kinda am. I kinda hoped for a cool, unique reward. Another thing that came to mind is the Legacy of the First Blade Episode 3. When it comes out in March, will I be able to do it immediately on my New Game Plus mode save, or do I have to complete Episode 1 and 2 again first? So again, many questions that I hope Ubisoft will answer before the update drops. Otherwise, we will find it out on our own, I guess. I will try and ask some things on Twitter and report back when we know more. I, by the way, have a theory for when the patch will be out, but I will share that a little later in this video. First, more new features that will be part of that next big update. The new level cap upgrade will be implanted. It will go to level 99, so that is 29 extra levels if you are already on the current max level of level 70. And that of course also means that the level 7 perks we find on level 70 gear right now will become level 10 perks the moment we find gear on level 91 or upgrade our gear to level 91. Yes, 91 it is, right? So visiting Hephaestus' workshop to learn the higher perks will be needed again. So save some drag me, that will of course also carry over to the New Game Plus mode, and upgrading your gear will once again also be needed for the best potential build on this new max level. But yeah, of course the fact is that because of the many main story missions that you will be able to replay and the legendary animals, the arena will be open for us again. So I totally think that while playing through the New Game Plus mode you will get close to that new max level. Ship upgrades will also be part of the update, so that will also be something we can put our resources Sumthin. The same update will also bring new mercenary tiers, just like we saw in the previous patch. Bruno, the live content director, mentions that the mercenaries in those higher tiers are stronger, but I think he's referring to them being a higher level instead of them actually being stronger. I don't think that that's the case, but of course correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below. We do indeed see in the tier 3 footage that these enemies are level 75 and the final one level 80, with the next tier being 81 up to even level 99. So you have to be close to the new max level to kill all these new mercenaries. Still hope that at one point they actually add some new legendary mercenaries with a legendary item or something, like a unique look, because these mercenaries are now all comparable to the ones we already killed many times before. There's nothing really special about them. Now, more exciting about these new mercenary tiers are the new bonuses that you get for clearing these ranks or actually killing the first mercenary in this new tier. They already teased some of the bonuses in the video, like we could see them in the mercenary benefits footage, and they are actually pretty great. For reaching tier 3, so only killing the first mercenary in that tier, you have 25% better luck at finding great items in the world, and in the official blog post they mentioned that it's more chance of an epic item drop. So yes, that is pretty nice indeed. Tier 4 says, it is dark, but you can read it a little bit. It says daily quest, weekly contracts and epic bounties provide 10% more orichalcum. So that will be 1 more for each daily quest, but 4 more for the live events and the weekly bounties once you beat this level 81 mercenary. So if I still don't have the Hades Lieutenant at that point, then it will get easier. Let's hope I get it before that, though. We will of course try at the end of this video. Ubisoft also shared that they will add 22 more viewpoints, mainly nearby ports, so you will be easily able to get on your ship. This has been a sort of complaint since the launch of the game, because fast travel spots are not always in the cities. While in Origins we had the viewpoints in the world, but you could also fast travel to the different villages and cities. This kind of creates that as well, just more easy ways to navigate Greece, but it looks like we have to unlock them all first. On the other hand, of course, if you start New Game Plus, then you have to unlock them again anyways. If you are into the photo mode, then you will be happy to hear that they will add 10 new frames for you to toy around with. They showed some in the February video, but we see some more variants with the logo of Odyssey there as a new option as well. They also announced a new photo mode contest for a chance to win the Spartan Collector's Edition of the game. I mean, you already got the game, otherwise you cannot make photos, but yeah, then you get the statue and the season pass if you don't have it already. The contest starts on February 21st and has the Winter in Greece theme, and they have like this dedicated Assassin's Creed photo mode sort of website, and that is where you can submit your photos, but again, it starts on February 21st. I would say keep an eye out on the official Assassin's Creed social media pages to learn more about when it goes live and where you have to go with your photos. Oh, and by the way, I think that February 21st, the start date, is kind of giving away when the new patch will actually come out, namely on February 21st. It's also on a Thursday, and we normally see updates on a Thursday. It makes sense that they want to start this contest the same day that the people get the new frames. I always thought it might even be tomorrow or the week after, and now it seems like it will totally be the latter, like the patch will not come tomorrow. But of course, when we have official confirmation when the update will drop, I will let you know here on the channel. The release date for the new Naval Pack and Gear Pack is also kind of giving it away. At least it confirms that we see the updates before that. I'm talking about the new Deep Sea Naval Pack with a new ship design, a shark figurehead, and a pretty lackluster crew team in my opinion. Like, what's actually special about those guys? That they have a slightly different helm compared to the Athenian soldiers or something like that? I don't know, it doesn't really speak to me. There's also the new hunter gear with a new mount and a new legendary weapon as well. And this one actually looks pretty cool. It actually has a sort of shark fin on the helm and also on the bracers, and a really cool mask for your mount, making it pretty fearsome indeed. And we have a weapon, a mace inspired by the hammerfish. Nice one. And with the pack being called Deep Sea Hunter, I think we're looking at a hunter gear set, right? And I think we can already guess the set bonus then. 100% crit damage with hunter abilities. And why do I say that? Well, because Ubisoft has been putting out similar set bonuses for all the different playstyles for these packs, and we already saw the 100% crit damage with assassin abilities recently, and already have the 100% crit damage increase with your warrior abilities, but just not for hunters. So I think that's a logical step for this set, and if it's indeed true, then I really hope that we see more interesting set bonuses in the future. We will find out the set bonus on February 26th, because that is when this gear pack and this naval pack will be out, and that also implies that the update with New Game Plus will be live before that. Because remember when the Wild Boar pack was leaked because the files were already found on the PC, well, this pack was not found yet, so it's not part of the previous update, so it has to come with the next update, and that's why I think it will be before February 26th. Ubisoft on Twitter is now saying they're aiming for the end of the month, and that implies to me February 28th, because that's the last first day of the month. I still find it hard to believe looking at the photo modes and the gear set dates, but again, nothing is confirmed at this point, and I will let you know once we know more. New accessibility options are also coming, giving you the option to enable a background for the subtitles and the dialogue, or you can only have it for one of them, and you will be able to change the subtitle size as well. It's great to see that Ubisoft puts resources into making the game more accessible. They recently also put up a survey and asked what people would like to see. In the February content update video, they also talked about the new Lost Tales of Greece mission that is already out right now, and really good, as discussed in my previous video. I will link to that at the end of this one. And they also again talked about the Wild Boar pack that we now learned is inspired by the way too overpowered level 14 boar that we can now fight again in the New Game Plus mode, of course. So yes, a pretty good month overall, mostly because New Game Plus is of course so big and adds a ton of replayability. I would have loved to see the new hard mode mythical creature bosses personally, that they of course teased a while back. And what about that story mode? They also kind of teased or accidentally showed. The Discovery Tour is also something we heard about when the post-launch content plan was announced, but it's really quiet on that front. For March, we already know that the third episode of the Legacy of the First Blade will of course be launched, and of course Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered on March 29th, so at the end, and maybe a Lost Tales of Greece mission in between, some gear packs, and then you already got a ton, so I still hope that we get the hard mode maybe then, or my most requested feature since launch, a sort of build system, so we can easily switch between the different playstyles and don't have to manually do that over and over again. But I digress. I will of course keep you up to date here for everything Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Subscribe for more videos breaking down the patches and other things coming to the game. Like the video to support channel, and now let's of course get to the eagles of the Olympian store to open an Olympian gift and hope we finally get the freaking Hades Lieutenant. Yeah, G Assassin, the stats are useless now, but it's not about the stats, it's about the insides of the Hades Lieutenant, you know? I just want to get to know him. I think we would be great friends, but so far I really can't tell because I don't have him yet. So let's try and have that changed. Sargon, you ready? Okay, because I am. Let's see. Let's see. Woo! Tracker's hood. Assassin. Intoxicated. No, this. Whoa, I actually got the exact same hood. Is that this one? It's the exact same hood. You give me something you already sell, Sargon. That really sucks. So, Sargon, did you, by the way... Oh, no, this is another invisible guy. Oh man, it's not my day. Let's end the video. So subscribe of course for everything Odyssey. Check out my recent video on that awesome new quest, where you can do it, and other things going on in Assassin's Creed Odyssey with the weekly reset. And I will of course keep you up to date here. So hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye!